All right, we just made it through security and our temperature check. Very seamless. Right now, you do not take anything out of your backpack, but they do ask that if you have an umbrella in your backpack or anything large that has metal in it, you do take it out and let them see it. But otherwise, with cameras, any other accessories that you have in your backpack, leave it in and just keep moving. They scan the entire body for any large metal objects, so you will ding. Beyond that, very smooth, very fast, actually far more efficient than it was in the past. We took a right-hand turn and came towards France.
Is that way you can get a better view of all that?
Oh yeah, let's take a walk around. See if we can, get some great views of the wildlife. We are in a relaxation station here. Someplace that's out of the way, under some shade trees. In the future, to the far right,
Like a meet and greet.
will be the entrance for Ratatouille. And this is a meet and greet for several of the characters here. They do some of the off characters, those that you don't always see in other parts of Disney World. And I'm counting, for as far as I could see, maybe a dozen people or more. And Ratatouille.
We should go stand right here. Go stand right here. And get it right up the lane.
Oh yes, this is a view for those of you who have not been to Disney often. This is what you do not normally get. There's a shot straight up the courtyard in France. Normally people are all over the benches enjoying themselves and relaxing. The Chef de France is currently closed. Very good food in there. We can get a quick shot in the background.
Okay.
And the Galerie is closed. Another section of France is closed. Cinema is open. Even Les Défines France is closed. The only thing that is open currently is the ice cream shop and Les Halls Pastries.
Yeah, let's go look.
Right at the end of it, we missed one of the Epcot cavalcades coming through. Mickey and Minnie, led by Goofy and Pluto. They have no set time for any one of these mini parades, but they come through quite often because they do not have any meet and greets here at Epcot at the time, actually at any one of the Disney parks. But they do show their support by allowing the characters to come through in a little cavalcade and just wave at everybody, socially distance. You know, cannot rush up at them, cannot take selfies except for the selfie at a distance with them right over your shoulder. So just take a look around some more, see what we can see.
Are you hungry, Belle?
And look at all of the sandwiches. It's literally huge in reference. That's the distance. And all of the pastries.
No, thank you. That's just a sandwich, it's fine.
If you cannot find something to eat here, you are not trying. A nice little ham and cheese croissant sandwich, cappuccino, a mimosa, and this is large enough for that too. Large enough that we're just going to share it because this is Food and Wine Festival, and we're going to be eating meals like this all day long. We're moving into Morocco. And there's only a few people sitting around. Got a relaxation station, which is usually where the Tangerine Cafe allows people to sit and eat. But as you can see, they are closed. Spice Road table is open, but it's still a little early. So there's not a lot of people. Just now 11. And as you can see, there's so few people here at the moment. Let's go in and take a look around. Very few people inside. So very well themed in here.
Well, this was commission and sponsored by one of the Shahs.
Those houses are awesome here. Gives you a true sense being in Morocco. All of the detail work, every tile handcrafted. That craftsman from Morocco. And tucked way in the back of Morocco, the restaurant Marrakesh is closed temporarily. It's one of the sad parts that makes it almost not worth it coming here.
Well, not if you're coming from afar.
If you're paying full price from way out of town and state, I would say at the moment, save your money and make your next trip bigger and better when they do open up. Currently, Disney is they're evaluating some of the rules and situations that have just recently been announced about mask requirements given by Governor DeSantis. They will he's lifted all requirements and leaving it up to local municipalities and businesses, and Disney is currently evaluating that to see if they're going to lift the mask. But no one feels that it would be done before the holiday season is over with. So at least for the next 3 or 4 months, this is going to be the norm at Epcot and Disney itself. And all of the princesses. And again, as a reminder, since all of the meet and greets have been canceled, this is how you get to see them. And the huge, overwhelming crowds at Epcot. And again, more parades. This is our current view while we sit down and just relax and have a few drinks. We're a little warm. We decided after lunch we're gonna have a few drinks. They are alcoholic. They're the adult versions of it. You can get them. You could get the Blue Royale, just a blue Slurpee. It will dye your tongue blue.
With vodka and coconut rum. Oh, look.
And we have loud music, so that's a sign that there's about to be a parade coming real soon. Judging from the theme, I would say that is Goofy and Mickey and Minnie and Pluto. So in a moment, we'll show you that. Until then, just enjoy the view.
Go take it. I don't know where they are.
As I said, judging from the sound of the music, here we have the parade. Goofy! And the stars of the show. In true fashion. Heading over towards Italy, and you'll see a large scrim construction going on right on the side here. Normally there's a couple of drink carts right here in this area, but I do know there's some construction going on just the other side of the wall, and it's quiet right now. And Italy, a handful of people enjoying the sun at tables, getting a rest. Just a little bottleneck right in the opening, but nothing overly bad. Pizza Italiano open. The wine cellar itself does not have an entrance. They ask you to enter into Tutto Gastano, and then you can be seated into the wine cellar. Nice and quiet in the background here. Again, the crowds go lower, just people relaxing, enjoying themselves. And since we've already eaten, I'm not gonna get any more food here in Italy. Might come back later tonight. But until then, off to the next land. Leaving Italy, coming into Germany. Train set. Rumor has it that they come and adjust people in these little villages, and they change up the flags on a regular basis depending on what sort of festival is going on. But I have a feeling They didn't do too much of it this time around. Let's zoom in, see what they got. That looks a whole lot like the Food and Wine Festival down there. Alright, so let's move along to see what's going on in Germany. Like every food and wine in the past, Germany tends to be the most packed area of all of food and wine. They don't have near as many drink and food booths out. And the lines don't seem to be as long as they have been in the past. But yeah, still long enough.
I think it's
But,
the beer. I really can't read it.
We're gonna walk around here, take a look, tell you a little bit about what's open. Christmas shop is open.
Great, I'll get in line for my
Steinhaus is exit only. Wine Killer is an entrance. And the Crystal House. Plenty to do here in the German Pavilion, with the exception of the beer garden. The beer garden is closed because that is basically a social eating environment. And with so many people in close proximity, they felt that it was best not to do so. But you can't go in and cool off in the shade there. Why would we even leave Germany without grabbing some food? So I think the Schinkennudeln is probably one of the best deals. It is heavy, which we're gonna share it. Pretty much, that's the only thing that's open here in the Japan Pavilion. Did you see too much else that was open in there at all?
Just a store, and they have a new opening.
Just one entrance and just the store is open. So any food that's there, well, you're not going to get it.
No more drummers.
Yeah, unfortunately, the drummers are no longer around. They're not going to be returning.
And this is the new entrance. You miss all of that pond.
We'll take a look inside. We'll get back with you. There's only one restaurant open in the Japanese Pavilion. In fact, you can see there's not a lot of people here at all. It is definitely a nice place to come and chill, relax. It's not very hot. It's supposed to be 85, 86 is a high today. Very low chance of rain. Virtually not a cloud in the sky. So ignore those white things. It's just it's a fog. Yeah, a fog. Here you definitely have a nice comfortable place to come and sit and relax, take your mask off for a moment. And very limited seating, so you get an opportunity to socially distance from everybody. You get a nice breeze coming through here. Dark shade. And the drummers that were here in the past, unfortunately, their contract has ended. They've all returned. And hopefully another show of some type will come back. But as you come down off the hill, there you go. That tells you that you're definitely at Epcot. Alright, on to the next land. Okay, we're leaving the Japanese Pavilion, coming into the American experience. And definitely not a lot of people running around. Still low capacity. Occasionally you get a bottleneck from one or more large families passing each other. But beyond that, not too much at all. And while we're here in the American Pavilion, we are obligated to get the carrot cake because we are told that that is probably one of the best desserts in Epcot this year. And also, they have several beers, some of which are local, some are from out of town. And in the American Pavilion, it now hosts a barbecue restaurant that has taken over the old restaurant that had hamburgers, hot dogs, your general fare. I am told that the barbecue is actually pretty nice. It's not bad at all. So we'll pick up the dessert and we'll tell you how it is. Everybody has said that it's a must-have. Promised. Here we have the carrot cake that everybody is raving about. I'm not going to force you to watch me eat it, so I'm just going to cut into it and show you what it's all about on the inside. I am told that it is one of the most tasteful treats that you can get at Epcot this year.
When it's warm.
Yes, well, I'm looking at it. It's not particularly warm right now.
And it's not just an icing, it's a cream cheese icing. It's not just a cinnamon roll icing.
Okay. This looks so good, but it's a little smaller than I expected. It looked bigger on other videos that I've seen and other suggestions. Anyway, we're going to eat, and we're not going to have you sit here watching us eat. Bye-bye. So we just finished up having a cheesecake, and I would actually have to say that is some of the best cheesecake that I have ever had. The suggestions, everybody that suggested it saying that it was awesome, you know, I had to see it for myself. And right amount of frosting, right amount of cake. Frosting was not over sweet. It was just right amount of cake. Extremely moist and extremely tasty. So if you're coming here, I would highly suggest getting the cheesecake.
I'll stay here. Here.
Take a little walk through the garden. Always nice and peaceful in this area. Circle around back towards the front, and then we'll go up to the shops. All right, we'll get a feeling of what's actually open here. Inside Shanghai. Very low crowd here. The shops that are usually open here are closed this time, but you can actually just sit back here, pretend that you're in Shanghai. I'm not seeing too much of an issue with it. But yeah, it is one of the most popular rides here in Norway.
Come with me, girls.
And
Come with me, guys.
school bread being served at the kiosk. Agnes House is also a relaxation zone at this time. So that go in, cool off, relax. Yeah, that is definitely a line that I would not wait in, and mostly because I've been on the ride a dozen or more times anyway. Anyway, let's go in and see what they got to buy, and I'll see you in a bit. Bye. Meal number 3, maybe 4, I don't know. But this is the citrus chicken with a citrus aioli on it. And this has a lot of good reviews of being very, very tasty. So we'll tell you about it a little later. Goodbye. Chicken, if it had not sat underneath the heat lamp for as long as it did, it would have been very good. Had plenty of taste. The aioli on it was great. And the inside of the chicken was great. However, it sat under the heat lamp for way too long. And the outside edges was crispy hard. But beyond that, it was good. Would I get it again?
Banana bread is started.
Yes, but only if it was fresh right out of the grill. Other than that, I would not touch it. Definitely, when you're halfway through the showcase and you come back around, riding Nemo and friends and our special friends, and then coming around to the land to also ride the land and soar and get inside the air conditioning and relax just a little while. You don't see very often at all Winnie the Pooh, but now that you have this particular meet and greet style, you see him pretty often. Alright everybody, well we've successfully gone from 10 o'clock in the morning till 6:30. And we have eaten so much that I am pretty near comatose. It's time to go back to the room, get a shower, change clothes, kind of cool off a little bit, and enjoy the rest of the evening. So we're out of here. We'll talk to you later. But for a quick check, this is the difference in the crowds from when we first got here. It's Friday night and all the locals are out. Anyway, you have a good time, and thank you for joining us at Epcot today.